Hi friends, welcome into my kitchen. We don't often get to film in here or any place other than the beauty room, so this is fun for me to be able to show you my kitchen. And I wanted to share with you all of these really cool gadgets and stuff from my house that I have picked up off of Amazon. And not only am I just a beauty enthusiast, makeup, skincare, hair care, all the things, but I am an enthusiast for cooking. I absolutely love cooking and baking, and all of these things make my life so much easier. And I absolutely adore a good appliance or a good gadget that's going to make my life easier as I'm whipping up whatever concoction I decide to at the moment. But I also want to tell you that Amazon is doing a $500 gift card giveaways, and they're not doing them in this particular video, but you do have to participate in this video as one of my subscribers to be able to win those. I am going to tell you somewhere in this video what I want you to comment, and it will be sneaked in there somewhere, so you'll have to comment that down in the comment section, so you're gonna have to watch through the video to see where I put that. And to let you know, down in the description box, there will be a link to my Instagram profile and the Instagram page that you're going to enter on. This is an Instagram-based giveaway. However, most of my subscribers are here on YouTube, and I wanted you to know about it, so I put it in this video as well. And also, the other rules will be down in the description box for you so that you can enter. And only one entry per person per video. So this video, the video I did right before this of beauty and Black Friday, you can enter on that one, and then you can enter on the Instagram post as well. Not multiple entries per person. That drove me crazy last time. These people were going insane. So without further ado, let's get into the products that I love, and I'll be able to share with you what helps me to cook. And I have a number system. Each product will be numbered, and then you can go down into the description box, find the numbers. All right, let's start out with my Ninja. This is probably the first thing that I ever got as a cook. I was enamored with it when it was on all the telemarketing campaigns on TV. And for good reason. The Ninja is such a powerful system, and it is so versatile. You get a blender, which is one of the most unique blenders I've ever known. It's so very easy to make your favorite soups, to blend up whatever you want to. It is just the best blender in the world. You can make smoothies, you know, big batches of smoothies, whatever you want to do. Then you have the food processor, and this food processor is unique. Food processor is unique in that you can use a blade in here, or you can use this tool right here, which I use to shred meat, and it makes the perfect shredded pork, shredded chicken, whatever you need it to. It is so easy to do that. The Ninja has a ton of power in it. It has 3 different speeds in it. You also have a pulse speed that you can do on there. It also has, which I think is very unique, a safety feature where you have to click that button in order for it to close either lid on the blender or the food processor, and the machine itself won't start unless that is engaged. It's a great safety feature. You will never get your hand stuck in there. You're never gonna have a problem with that. The other thing that the Ninja has is it comes with a single serve blender as well for smoothies and green drinks, whatever you want to do there. So this is very versatile. My family uses it all the time. I use it almost every single time I cook. I absolutely love it. It's one of my very favorites. Next, I think I've probably talked to you about this a million times as well. It is my Instapot. This is a 6-quart pressure cooker. It has a very deep well in there, so the pan is quite deep. You're going to be able to do stews, roasts, anything like that. This has 7 different functions. So let me get my glasses so I can read to you what it is. You pressure cook, you can make yogurt, you can steam, you can make porridge. I don't make porridge. You can do rice, you can slow cook, you can saute, and it has a bunch of different settings so that you can do that. Great safety feature on a pressure cooker. My mother scared me to death with pressure cookers when I was little because she had had one blow up on her when she was younger. And even though we were pressure cooking all the time, it didn't have the safety features that this does. Now this one will not go on unless the seal is engaged. I mean, the controls won't come on unless the seal is engaged and unless it's sealed down all the way. And I did find that they say that you can put this lid and the inner part in the dishwasher, and you can. However, if you do and you don't have this on the top rack, or you have your dishwasher too hot, you will erode this seal. Plus it gets eroded over time anyway, but they do have places that you can buy this replacement seal, which is what I just did. This makes the best chili verde. I love making chili verde in here with a pork roast. It does a roast, about a 4-pound roast or a 5-pound roast in approximately 40 minutes, and it is so tender and it falls apart. You can do beans in about 28 minutes, dried all the way to the most tender. It's unreal. You will be shocked at how much you can do in here. And if you get on the app, you can look up all kinds of recipes. This is probably my very favorite gadget that I have here. It's that good. You're gonna love it. It's a really, really good one. Now, I'm gonna share with you this chopper, and since we are a little bit low over there, I'm gonna put it on top of the next one. But this chopper is fantastic for being able to do any vegetable you want to. I love it more than anything to be able to chop everything that I'm putting into a chicken salad, a potato salad, any sort of salad you want to do, green salad, whatever. But I also love it for onions because you don't have to chop an onion up. It is so good for that. Now I have a tomato right here that I'm just going to demonstrate for you. And this is the bigger size slots, so the bigger size squares that we're going to do today. You can put it on a smaller one, which I will show you really quickly. It does come with a smaller one, so you could do salsa really easy when you do this one. But I'm going to do the bigger one. And I'm going to tell you that what I like to do with my tomatoes, and the easiest way to do a tomato, is you do want to cut it, because however much you cut it, that's how thick the pieces will be, and then they'll be cubed the other way. So I'm just going to cut off the end here, and it does help, just a little tip, to be able to put the peel side down of the tomato, and then you're basically just going to push and it comes all the way through. Lickety split, you have your diced tomatoes. And yes, you will have a little stragglers on here. Don't worry about them. They'll get pushed through as you go through your other tomato. But it is so easy to do. Cucumbers, zucchini, whatever you want. It does have a few different little attachments. It will do a spiral. It will do some grading for you if you want it to do. And it's really easy to do that. You just attach the little handle to it, and then you go over these spirals, and it's really easy to do. That is a nice feature about it. And then it comes with some little combs right here for you to be able to clean out the top of it. And it also comes with a handy dandy little brush for you to be able to clean it out. So I would also suggest that as soon as you're done doing whatever you do, dismantle it, clean it underneath some water, some tepid water, and it comes clean super fast, super easy. And one of the nice things is that this can all go on top shelf in the dishwasher if you need it to. All right, next up was what that chopper was sitting on, is my new panini maker. And I was inspired by this. I don't know if any of you live near a Cafe Zupas, or if you live near restaurants that do paninis. Cafe Zupas is one of my favorite places, but it can get really expensive, especially now that prices have soared. So I've just adapted to getting my own panini maker and doing my own paninis, and they turn out exactly the same. Plus you can find the recipes online. So I love their pesto chicken panini, and that's what I make a lot on here. I will also do, besides different sandwiches on here, grilled cheese is primo in here. I mean, you could not get a better grilled cheese. This is a very basic model. I do my hamburger patties in here. I do hot dogs in here. And I do all kinds of sandwiches. You can do any sort of meat, pork chops, whatever you want to. You just have to get used to cooking this way, but it gives the greatest sear on there, almost like you're cooking outside in a barbecue. It does have a little tray that will go right here that you put under it for any drippings that you have. But if you wanted to get a little bit more of an upscale model, you can. But I find that this one does the trick for exactly what I need, which is making some great sandwiches that are grilled. Okay, I've also shown these several times on my channel, and these are my salt and pepper grinders, and they're automatic. They work as you turn them upside down. So you just turn on the button or push the button, and then it turns upside down and it will grate you fresh pepper or fresh coarse salt. And it also, you can turn these knobs down right here and get it to go finer, or you can turn it, see it's got a little light on there so it kind of lights up your plate so you can see what you're doing. You can also loosen that and get a much coarser grate on there as well. This is so much fun. I give this away as anniversary and wedding presents a lot. These are rechargeable. They're not the battery ones. The battery ones were costing me an arm and a leg, but these are great to be able to give away as a gift, and people love the ingenuity of them. This is one of my latest purchases as well. Has a cover cloth and also has a protector on the actual blade because this is a bread knife. If you have ever had, like I have over here in my drawer, the atypical bread knife, like the, you know, it's got the little serrated there. This gets dull so fast, especially if you're somebody that puts it into the dishwasher. It gets dull really fast. But I'm here to tell you that this blade right here, that is the sharpest bread blade I've ever seen. Don't ever let kids use this. I'm serious. They have to have great caution with this. But it's different because you use it flat like this. So it's not one that you're going to go like this. The handle is such that you use it just like that, and you cut it and you make the most slick cuts of bread. I've been getting artisan bread from the grocery store and have been having the hardest time, even with the French bread I've been getting, in cutting it with this stupid knife. This is like butter. It cuts so easy. But you are going to definitely always want to put this back on there. Just slide that on and slide it down. Don't get your fingers involved any more than you have to. You're touching the plastic. You are not touching the blade. And then push that over so that it will go on, and make sure that you store it in its little sack too, and put it up high somewhere. So if you have little hands around, they're not going to be able to get it. Definitely store that away for safety. Next thing is this gadget right here, which is so great to use, and it is my Immersion Blender. Now, if you are somebody that does love to make soups and you like to make pureed soups, you are going to absolutely love this. It's great for gravies too. But this is one that has a couple of different speeds, and you can put it completely down in your pot and you can puree all of everything you want to. If you have a baby, you're going to love this because you can puree bananas and different foods down in here as well. It also does have the whisk that comes on it too. And the whisk is great for whipping up your whipped cream or doing puddings or anything, soups as well, gravies, whatever you need to do to keep, whisking your soup away. And then the other thing that this does is it sits right down onto this little food processor. So if I don't want to pull out my big one, I can chop nuts in this. I can chop up the onions, the occasional onions in this, whatever you want to do. And it is really powerful and really easy to use. And then everything comes apart and goes into the dishwasher except for the wand itself. So this is just a great tool to have in your kitchen. I think that the handiness of this and you being able to utilize it all together is just superb. So I think this is one that you're gonna love as well. This is one that I tell you about almost every time we do a Black Friday or a Prime Days video. And it's this set of 3 candles. And it's a flameless candle, but they are glass. These canisters or these candle holders are glass. And then they have put actual wax down in there. So it really does look like a candle down in there burning. And the amber color for me was just perfect. They do have all kinds of different winter scenes and clear ones, and they have rose ones. They have all kinds of different ones, but these are the ones that work the best for me. And I share them with you guys every time that we have one of these videos, and you seem to really love them. And these are battery powered, but those batteries do last a very long time. I haven't had to change these batteries in eons, and I keep them on quite a lot. Next up, every time that somebody comes in my house, I'm asking them, does my house smell like a dog? I have 3 dogs. And so if you know, you know. It's just sometimes you're just really worried that your house is going to smell. Well, not with these. This is a HEPA filter air purifier, and I use these in my small rooms. And you're going to want, if you have a big open room, kind of like I do out here, I have a bigger one, but it wasn't on sale, but these smaller ones are on sale. You can also take off the top of this and put in it a little pad that has aromatherapy on it if you want to. It goes away fairly quickly, so I have this on 24/7, so I don't necessarily need that. But you can also time this for how many hours you want, and there is a low, medium, and high speed on there. There is a light on here if you want it to be, or it can be turned off. This is just really great way to sanitize your room, and I swear by it. It's really good. Can you believe that all the cooking that I've done and I've never had a roasting pan? I know you're all going to be shaking your head going, what is wrong with you, girl? I don't know what was wrong with me. All I know is I didn't have a roasting pan, and I got this one, and I will never go back. I could not believe how easy it was to cook my ham and my turkey in here. And I love that you have the grate in there so that the drippings can go down in there. And I got on the internet and I did a honey baked ham recipe, and it called for you to put onions and orange juice down in there to permeate the honey baked ham first. Oh my goodness, you guys, it was so great. And it was just, it's the perfect size for the biggest turkeys. I mean, you could do like a 25-pound turkey in here if you needed to. So very sturdy, very heavy duty. And I definitely wanted to share it with you while it's on sale. It's not flimsy whatsoever. This baby is going to last me a very long time. Plus, I love that it has the nonstick on there. And I know some of you are going to talk to me about nonstick. Believe me, I've done all the research on it. But I like that it's easy to clean up as well. Next up is the hot topic from about, I don't know, was it 3 or 4 years ago that everybody went gaga for a charcuterie board? Well, there's a reason. This is so much fun to entertain with. This one itself comes with a bunch of different utensils on here, little forks that you can use into the little ramekins if you want to, whatever you decide to put in there. Comes with a corkscrew and a bottle opener. Comes with these little black chalkboard things that you can put into things as well, so that if people don't have a clue about what they're eating, you can help them out. And then it comes with some other different trays that you can put around it. Also, it comes with this tray right here. And at first I didn't know what I was going to do with that, but I went out and I bought some ramekins, and the square ones that I bought were a little bit big for it, but this works really good too. So you can put ramekins in there if you want to. It's just a great presentation. I mean, if it's a cheese board, a hors d'oeuvres board, you can do like pickles and olives and pickled onions and stuff on here, dips and chips. You can do whatever you want to, cheese and meat and cheese, whatever. But I love that it gives you all these little tools as well so that they can use the tools. This is just really fun. And all of this stores back into the charcuterie board itself, so you don't have all these pieces running loose on you and getting lost. So that was one of my favorite finds from a few years ago. Right over here into my little nook is the things that I have purchased off of Amazon, and we use these all the time. This is my Keurig. I decided to buy a cheap Keurig because my family uses it so much that it's going to get worn out within a year or two, but right after the warranty. It's usually 2 years, and I bought the extended warranty and it takes a poop. So that's what happens. But if you've never had a Keurig, they're so easy to use. You just take your little pod and put it in there. And I have my little kind of coffee bar set up here. So you just take one of those little pods and you push down your coffee. Here's my mug, you put it under there, and then you just tell it to brew your coffee. Very easy. And I also got these dispensers, which dispense the syrup. And since I have so many diabetics in my family, I put sugar-free syrups in here. So there is a hazelnut and a caramel one. And then I also got this particular little stand right here that is the drawer. You can put your coffee pot on there if you have more height or more room on your coffee bar, but it holds a ton of these little K-cups, so it's easy to use there as well. Now, we may want some coffee, but we also may want a cold drink. My family, because there is a bunch of diabetics, they drink a ton of diet soda, And between using so much aluminum from the cans and how expensive everything's got, my husband begged me to try a SodaStream. And that's what this is right here. This is our SodaStream. And I fought this. I mean, I vehemently fought getting this because I did not want another gadget on my counter and, you know, to have to worry about another gadget going bad. You do have to keep up the canisters of the carbonation in there. So that's an expense. And then you have the expense of getting, you know, whatever different flavors you want. Here's the cool part though. You can take these little flavored things that you get from Walmart or any grocery store, and you can use these instead of the actual SodaStream flavors. So you just put this up underneath there, you hook it in so that it's dangling in there, and then you just push the button 3 times. And after that 3rd time, you're gonna have perfectly carbonated water. You take it off of there, you take your squirt stuff, whatever it is, and you squirt some in there. There's Ollie for you. Hello. Sorry about that. And then I just turn it upside down once, and then enjoy your carbonated drink. It is so worth it, and you can have any flavor that you want. No caffeine, no sugar if you don't want it. Oh, so refreshing. I put an orange in here. Tastes like Fanta orange or Orange Crush. Remember that? So I told you that somewhere in this video, you're going to have to tell me a specific comment. What I want you to comment today is what your favorite food is. You can comment anything else around it. I don't care. But I would love to hear what your favorite food is. Make sure you comment it so you can be entered. Otherwise, you're just commenting. So that's how you enter into the giveaway. And then go over to Instagram and make sure you're entered there, because you have to do it through Instagram. It's Instagram-based giveaway. 2 $500 gift cards. I'm so excited for you guys. Next, we have another gadget that I actually got fairly recently, and I'm so excited about this. You guys know I love me a good vacuum. I talked to you guys about my little dust buster that I use all over my house for drawers and spills, whatever. Okay, I cannot believe I have lived without this little thing. This is a car vacuum. It comes with a jillion little attachments. So you can put this one on, you can do your, your whole car. Then you can put this one, get down in the crevices, pull out everything out of the crevices. Then you can do a little brush that they have right here as well. This one is the little tube to extend it. And then if you want to, on the other side, you attach this to the other side of the vacuum by clamping it down, and it blows air. So if you have like little pieces of stuff stuck down in your console or anywhere on your dash or, anywhere, it blows air, and it can blow pretty hard. I mean, it can blow pretty hard. So I'm so excited about this. I love this little thing, and I'm glad that I got it. Now it does come with 2 little filters right there, and you can change them, and that's how you empty your bag as well. This is great, and I have absolutely been loving it, and it's genius to be able to have that little blower on there. This is a perfect car vacuum. And then last but not least is my last item that is a decor item, and it is these nesting boxes, and there's a set of 3, and they have just the most pretty design on them. Each of them has that little diamond in there with a scallop, and the inlay that is white. They are all wood, and so they're very heavily made. They just make the cutest display sitting on any table, and you can hide all kinds of different things in there if you need extra storage as well. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you did enjoy seeing it. Don't forget, in here somewhere I did put what you're supposed to comment, and it isn't just a comment. It has to be that specific comment in order for you to be entered. I hope that you're all doing really well. Take care of yourselves. Come back and see me in my next video. Love you much, friends. Bye-bye.